Hey, if you're over 60 and you need a fifth wheel hitch and you're worried about the weight, believe you me, I was too. Today I want to talk to you about fifth wheel hitches, okay? Everybody knows that they're heavy, they're bulky, they're dirty, and when you get to be my age, I'm over 60, they can be a little hard on the back. So today I want to kind of go through on the type of hitch that I have and the reasons why I chose this particular hitch for my trailer setup. Okay, you guys, so what went into my thought process as far as what type of hitch I wanted to buy for our application? I had to take in consideration the weight of the trailer. I had to take in consideration the weight of the unit, the easeability of installing the unit, the maintenance of the unit, also the reliability of the unit. So that is why I went ahead and I chose this. I went with the CURT PowerRide. It's a 30K fifth wheel hitch. I've had this particular hitch for well over 3 years now. Now, by no means am I getting sponsored. I just want to let you guys know the reason why I got it and how it's actually operated for me, and some of the reasons why I chose this particular hitch. Now, 30,000 pound capacity seems like it's overkill for our trailer. I think my trailer weighs like 10,000 pounds. And that's what I'm sure some of you guys are thinking, man, why do you guys got such a big hitch? Well, prior to us getting this fifth wheel, I had a toy hauler and it was very heavy. It was like 14,000 pounds unloaded. So that's why I went ahead and purchased this particular hitch. So when we got rid of the toy hauler and we kind of downsized, instead of spending a lot of money, which I can put the link down on this, I opted to keep it and utilize it for our Cougar here. Prior to me getting this hitch, I did have the Anderson Ultimate hitch. Works great. It was only 45 pounds, I believe, you know, lifting it in and out of the truck. And when you get to be my age, that was a big consideration because of the ease and the ability to maneuver that particular hitch. The only problem I had with it was I had this tonneau cover right here. So every time I was loading it up, I was having a hard time positioning it onto the little ball. That was not that big of a deal. You know, we worked it. But another thing was the manufacturer of our Raptor. They had reservations as far as the warranty goes with that particular hitch. Now, like I said, Anderson was a great hitch. They actually had their own warranty, but it was just this whole drama thing. I didn't want to deal with that. And number three, you know, you have the safety chains. I didn't want to climb inside the bed and have to chain these things up. So I was trying to, you know, make it as easy as I can, because when you get to be my age, climbing in, climbing over, it does kind of wear you out. So I did my research, like I said, and I bought this CURT. Yeah, it's still got some weight to it. I believe, I want to say altogether, it's about 170 pounds. But it does break down really easy if you have to, you know, take it out of the bed of your truck. Now, for me, I do have my tonneau cover, so I'm fortunate as far as when I'm not using it, I can just go ahead and leave it in here and it's protected. But some of the, you know, some of the features that I really liked about this was first of all, the aesthetics. I really like it. I mean, it's really cool looking. It's not like a regular old, you know, pile of metal. It has these skid plates here, as you can see. So, and these are removable, and if they wear out, you can get new ones. So you don't really even need a silicone plate on your kingpin. But I do have one anyway, so there's no metal or metal rubbing when this thing's you know, being used. Also, if you look at the coupler here, it's 360 degrees. So when my kingpin is locked in, I know it is completely, you know, locked in and secured. If you look in the back here, now it has these indicators that let you know whether you're hitched, unhitched, or you need to close your handle. And I'll go over that, you know, soon. So anyway, I'll go ahead and show you guys how easy it is to break this tray or this hitch down and go ahead and operate it. Another thing that's really nice about this is when you do break it down, as you can see, it stays really clean. There's no grease on it or anything like that you have to deal with. It has these Zerk fittings right here, and it also has them. It has them there, and it has them on the sides here to lubricate the inner workings of the coupler. This head, as you can see, it pivots both ways a lot, giving you a lot of play when you're you know, when you're going down the road. Okay, let me show you how easy it is to take this out, break it down, take it out of the bed of the truck if you have to. It's real simple. In the back of the hitch has a cotter pin. You just pop that, okay? Okay, then you got this handle right here. So you just, like a bolt, just pulls right out. Once you do that, now what's nice about this, like I said, it stays fairly clean. So as far as, you know, that goes, it is kind of nice. And then you just lift it out. Like that. Okay, so next is you take the base out. Now, if you guys are looking at this, this particular hitch was set up for a rail system. The reason being is my last truck didn't have the puck system, so I had to have a rail system put in. When I bought this one, it had the puck system in. I didn't want to go ahead and get rid of this hitch and have to spend another $1,500, you know, on a new one. So what I ended up doing was I bought this adapter, and I got this through E-Trader. What it does, it fits in the puck system, and it basically turns that into a rail system. So when you're disassembling this thing, it's just like kind of a rail system right now. You just pull these pins. There's two in the front, two in the back, just like it would be if it was a regular hitch. Pull the pins out. And what's nice about this CURT, it's got a couple of handles built in here that you can grip onto. And you just pull it out like this. Now, it's manageable. I've got back issues, so I try to really be gentle on how I lift it, but it can be lifted. As you can see, one of the reasons why I bought this particular hitch. It doesn't take you know, two guys to do it. I can do it by myself, you know, assembling it, putting it back together. So, I mean, if you're new to RVing or if you're looking for something else, it's a possible, you know, option for you. Okay, guys, now I'll go ahead and put this thing back together, then I'll show you how it works. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get ready to load this up to the trailer. As you can see, the jaws are in the closed position. So before I start, I need to open them up, and you can see on the other side how the indicator kind of changes. Okay, so just take the pin out. You can see how it went to yellow. It's showing the jaws that are completely unlocked. Now we're ready to go ahead and hitch the trailer. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to hitch up. Now, I'm gonna kind of do this the way I have always done it. If you're new to RVing, I hope this procedure can help you. Whether it's this kind of a hitch or BMW or whatever, the procedures are fairly the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise this trailer up and hook it up. Oops. When you're backing up, it's kind of imperative that you get as straight as you possibly can, especially with my setup, because I don't have that much air as far as my tailgate and my trailer. So my goal is always to get as straight as I possibly can. It makes it a lot easier and safer. Okay, so when I get close enough to it, always set your e-brake, no matter you're hitched or unhitched. I always try to make it a good habit to make sure my e-brake is on. Right now I'm all lined up. Now what I have to do in here is, it looks like the trailer's a little bit high. So what I need to do is kind of lower the trailer down just a little bit, because the auto hitch, it works most of the time, but sometimes things adjust or whatever. So even though it's set at a predetermined height, sometimes you still have to kind of tweak it a little bit. So that's what I have to kind of do right now. If you come over here, you can see where the kingpin is in relationship to the hitch. Now when I put weight on it, it will push down a little bit and help it engage. So I'm going to go with that right there. Now remember, set that e-brake.
Go ahead.
Okay, as you can see, the handle went forward, and you can see the indicator where it's showing a green little circle. Basically, it's saying, yeah, you're hooked up. Now the next thing I need to do is go ahead and put the pin in place to lock the handle. Thusly, so it doesn't go anywhere. And you can see how the coupler is completely encased the kingpin. So it should be secure, but you never know. So prior to any departure time, that's when you're going to go ahead and do a tug test. Okay, when you're hooking up your breakaway cable, it's kind of important that there's nothing that this can catch on, because if there's something back here that it can catch on, it's a possibility that it could pull your trailer brakes and lock them up. Don't ask me how I know, because I know, okay? So now what I'm going to do for this tug test is I'm going to just take just a little bit of the weight off of the trailer, because if it's not connected, at least it won't come slamming down on my tailgate, the bed. It'll land on its feet. Boom, right there. That should do it. Now I'm going to go take the e-brake off, put it in park, and attempt to pull forward just enough to make sure that it's connected. Okay, it's secure. Now for me, what I do is I go ahead and lift the legs as far as I can. Now if you have hydraulics, a hydraulic leveling system, there's no need to manually adjust the pegs on the legs. They'll just go up, you know, until you're done. Here, these are electric, so I pull them up, and then I have to release the pin, lift up the legs, and I do the same thing on the other side. Okay, guys, now I want to talk about the pros and cons of this CURT PowerRide 30K. First, I'm going to start with the cons. It's not a featherweight hitch. It's not like the Anderson. If it's in one piece, it's pretty heavy. That's why it is kind of easy to break it down and take it out. The second thing, the cost. If you do a cost comparison to other hitches, it's kind of up there, but you do pay for what you get. This thing is heavy duty. It's not going to go anywhere. The third, if you're not set up with a rail system and you have one that is for a rail system, obviously you're going to have that installed. And I would probably not do that myself. I'd have it done at by the professional. Okay, now the pros on this hitch. It's 30,000 pounds. It's heavy duty. And for a heavy duty hitch like that, it'll handle any trailer that you throw at it. For us, it's very smooth in handling, hardly any chucking involved at all. It's also user-friendly for individuals that are just starting out, or somebody who might be, is getting up there in age like I am. It's easy to handle, to connect, disconnect, go on your way. Another thing that is really nice is the ease of taking it out of the truck. It breaks down into two pieces. The weight is manageable. Another pro, for me, is the maintenance of it. There's hardly any maintenance of this CURT 30K PowerRide. So I talked about the pros and cons, but basically, who would use this hitch? Who's it for? Well, actually, it's for everybody. Starting out, a veteran RVer or somebody who's over 60 like I am, for me, it's a perfect combo. So for us, safety, comfort, it was kind of a no-brainer for this particular hitch. It's just something that we decided for our RV life was gonna work out the best for us when you're considering the type of hitch it is, the cost, and the ease, the use of it. So if there's anybody out there that has some feedback on their kind of setup, let me know, because I know there's got to be different options out there. Like I said prior, we used to have the Anderson, good fit, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. So yeah, let us know if there's anything that you might have done different, or what other type of hitch you might use, or your system. I'd really appreciate it. And if you can, like, subscribe, and give us a holler. All right, thanks.